We're live.
You live?
I'm live. I'm live because why not? Because then when you're live, you can just like say hi to people. It's like 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
and we're gonna hang out by the garden. And look at all my beard hair that's falling out. We got some good music in the background. Roxy, come here. Hip, hip, come here. Hip, hip, come on. Get up here, dog. Come on, come on. Hip, hip.
Why did I look like that?
Goodbye.
You don't want to get up? Roxy, here. Look. Is that a good girl?
Take off that box.
Oh, that a good girl? Wanna say hi?
Take off that box.
Nobody's here yet. I'm just waiting. Somebody's here. Somebody liked it.
No.
Somebody's here. Say hi, somebody. Oh, Kermode Bear, what's up? Shalom. Thanks, man. We're 5x5. We're just hanging out by the garden, listening to some music, doing garden stuff. Figured I'd jump on here. What's up, George? Yeah, I figured I'd get on here and just be like, what's up, y'all? Yeah, we're not really doing anything. I just want to say what's up to the peoples.
We're gardening.
Yeah, to the peoples. I could show you the garden. There's like fruit and stuff growing on it. It's be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing the things.
Caroline.
You know what's cool is like this right down here. That's all like sweet potatoes, and like the wife like put like a fence down there so they could like creep up on it today out of like some just leftover scrap we had. And I thought that was cool. What's up, Ryan? And then all the backside of that, like all that's just regular potatoes. And yeah, I mean it's
Tell
a
them I thought they were dying, but when we peeled them up, they were just still
yeah they
growing
weren't
potatoes.
they weren't dying.
I thought they were dying because they all
Um,
toppled over.
yeah, you see her back there? She's say hi, babe.
Hey.
She's getting some boxes for
Siding
the
for the compost.
for the compost, so the compost doesn't come out of the compost thingy. What's up, Lost
We
Light?
are
Shalom.
sheep folk.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
Hello.
Oh, you want to say hi to the people?
Hello, people.
That's one of my
Hey,
littles.
party people.
That's little Josiah. He's cool.
I like the witchy.
Shush, because you've got buggies.
Yeah, so I'm just sitting in this garden, just thinking about all the bugs and stuff that are going to be out soon. And the garden's doing great, man. The wife's killing it. It's she did this cool little tie. Let me show you guys really quick. So this little like tie thing she did. It's what is it called, babe? It's called the Florida
weave,
Flo-
and we're also trying to coil
The-
them, apparently.
yeah.
Is what it's called.
the Florida weave. And then if you look here, you can see like it coils
Those ones I didn't
around
know.
and around.
Those ones are missing.
That one's already coiled though. So anyhow, let me show you guys some plants, man. Look at these plants. Look at these plants, man. These plants are cool. Come into the light. So we got some. I was shooting a video earlier, and then I was trying to string them together. Anyhow, we got some bell peppers going, and then in there we got some jalapenos, and then we have like some bush beans, just to see how they would do in there. Maybe we'll get some spicy beans, and then some old banana peppers, some basil and stuff. And then we've got the Three Sisters method here, but we did it backwards because we should have got the corn way bigger than like that. Because see, these big guys now are taking over, and the corn is little. The corn's little in there, and then we've got bush beans and corn. But you know, we've got pole beans. Excuse me, pole beans, and then
So if anybody wants to try Three Sisters,
I told them already.
corn first, then you do the pole beans, and then zucchini last.
So these guys are growing up. They're about, heck, I think that one grew a couple inches since I started shooting the video. Yeah, that's about 6 feet up right now. But they're doing great, trimmed up. And then you can see they're making the fruits. Making them. Yeah, they're doing great. So, yeah. yeah, they're doing pretty good. But yeah, man, I was just like, well, we're gonna sit here and do garden stuff. We might as well talk to some people, because why not? So we got 12, 11 people on here.
There's boxes inside of a box.
What's up, Upstate?
Come on, box.
Yeah, the garden is actually coming together this year. There was a couple of years where it sucked, but it was because my wife was sick, and I don't have the green thumb. Maybe, but I tried last year to do some container gardening, and it was too hot, man. Way too hot, not enough rain, and it all schmelted pretty quick. But I think where we live, container gardening is really hard to keep. Like, you'd almost have to do it in the shade, because it just gets too hot. And this year we did everything in the ground, and we did a bunch of prep, and we had like a chicken coop, right? This used to be a chicken coop, and we turned it into a greenhouse this year. And then we took all the bedding and pulled it out in this little area. It's not that big an area. It's probably, I don't know, it's like maybe 100-foot of fence or so. And she spread it all around, all the chicken stuff, and then rototilled it in, and made some rows and some beds, and we got some fruit. So also, like I said before in another video, praying over your garden and asking the Father to bless it. It's the way to go, man. I don't think I prayed over my garden last year and it suffered. You just need his help with everything, man. It's not, I can't do it by myself. Let's see, George, Florida. Yep. Reading the comments, guys. Yeah, growing stuff in Florida is way different too. I got buddies that grew in Florida, and if you got good dirt and you water it appropriately, you can almost grow anything. It's kind of the same on the West Coast too, because the dirt's so good in the West Coast. And I know in Florida, he's like, yeah, it's like a lot of sandy soil. He said, but he built his own dirt up, and yeah, built his dirt and bought some dirt, and took him a couple seasons, and his garden was just ripping after that. But we lived on the West Coast, man. We bought a bunch of soil, and the soil really there, I mean, the dirt is so good. Anyhow, I don't even think people realize how good it is. You can just grow whatever anywhere, pretty much, with little effort, at least where we were at in the valley. Yeah, it's epically good for gardening out there. They've got a huge, I don't think people think about that when they think about California, but the agriculture out there is massive. It's just miles and miles and miles of farmland, and they grow rice and just a ton of stuff. I'm pretty sure they do, like, they're the #1 spot for rice in the nation. And a lot of the rice that they make, they ship it overseas to Japan and stuff like that, because it's like high-end rice. And so we were near a port in Sacramento. They had a port in the middle of the state connected to river systems. Every once in a while, they have what's called longshoremen, and that's the guys that basically load the ships and, you know, hook up all the freight and cargo stuff, and it gets brought over. And so the long linemen, they throw a hook through the side of one of the big wheat or the rice sacks, big giant sack, and it'd spill, and they'd pull it, and everybody just fill up their truck beds just full of rice. And I know we got hooked up on a bunch of that jasmine rice a couple times. I mean, it was like, what are we gonna do with all this rice? And we weren't even prepping. And now I'd be like, can I get more of that? Can I get a couple truckloads? But yeah, that's cool. Boysenberry, man, that sounds fire. Yeah, Frank, you can grow a lot there for sure.
My cup is on that seat. Ask Daddy if he wants some. Ask Daddy if he wants some.
Yeah, that is the thing about high desert Vegas, man. Yeah, because if you drive through, like I drove through Reno a lot, going up to Montana and other spots I'd go to. That all that just terrible, man. It's just basically sand, and there's like little stuff that grows because it's high desert, you know. So desert, like not the same stuff grows there, and so like even bringing your dirt in, there's a reason that stuff doesn't grow when it's that hot.
Daddy,
So
want
there's
some
got.
tea?
I do want some tea.
Okay.
Can you grab me some? Thanks, buddy. Um, so there's dude, I can't think of his name. I know Barrett and Pennant talks about the guy all the time, and he talks about like gardening and sustainable living off of your food, your agriculture, and stuff like that. But anyhow, that dude talks about growing, having a garden like underneath all your trees, like putting them like not like necessarily in the shade, but like underneath your trees, kind of. I bet in Vegas, if you grew stuff in the shade, it'd probably do good, especially if it's like shaded most of the day.
Jardinho.
What's up, Tommy? Yeah, I'm grateful, man. So our property up north, we had all kinds of what kind of berries were those, babe?
Huckleberries.
Huckleberries, which are a lot like blueberries. And the birds up there, because there's not a lot of there's a ton of bugs, but like you know they eat fruit too. So the birds would wait, man. They'd wait, and as soon as they were ripe, they'd be watching until it was ready, and then they'd go snatch it off, and it'd be gone before you could even harvest them. And I think we tried putting bird net over an area of it, and then then the bugs end up getting it anyhow. But we had patches and patches of huckleberries and stuff,
Huckleberries.
and we brought I think it was 3 or 4 blueberry bushes from Pacific Northwest that were bomb, and they would. What's up, encouraging community? They they would they'd produce like 2 or 3 times a season. These blueberry bushes, and I mean a lot. And they were small, man. I mean they were in 5-gallon buckets, and they'd produce I don't know, shit, man, freaking each bush probably about 4 cups every time you harvested it. Maybe like maybe more than that, maybe half a gallon. Um, they'd put out a lot of blueberries, man, and those were awesome. And then we put them in the ground, and I don't know, I think the earth just ate them up there the land is rough up there where we have property. But yeah, man, I just want to jump on here for a minute and say what's up, y'all. Babe, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, yeah, man, we're just I got done working, and wife was out here doing some garden stuff, so I stopped and was just chilling. Yeah, bird net for sure. So what are you doing now with the rest of this? You need help
Open
cutting
this.
it?
I just need you to open that.
Okay, you talk to the people for
Hey,
a second.
Bebo. Hold on, we're gonna show you something. I'm so excited. It's so dumb, but I'm so excited. I think I can flip it, right? Maybe. My compost is composting. It's making dirt. It's so exciting. I've never had a successful compost before because I'm pretty sure we didn't have any browns. And now that we have chickens and chicken bedding, now we can actually, sorry, let me get away from the music. Now we can actually make dirt. And there's like no evidence of all the foods and all the scraps that we put in there.
But it's cool because we can use that for like garden start too, right?
Well, maybe. I don't want to waste it.
Nah, that's like
There's other-
perfect. That's good for it, man.
But we can get a little sifter and just sift all the big stuff out. And then when we come out here next year, just lay compost over it and some mulch, and then it's good to go.
Careful that angle.
Oh, careful that angle. My angles are not the best. Sorry.
What's up, Patty? Yeah, we're just like showing the garden. It's cool, man.
Oh, Patty's on?
Patty just got on. Yeah, she says, great job, Steph. Yeah, Comfortably Numb's on here. What's up, bro? So, yeah, the garden's epic, dude. It's doing really good. Got all these sweet potatoes, which I'm super excited about this year. They go all the way down there to the end. And then those are all regular potatoes. And then, yeah, we got, you can see on the fence right there, climbing up that about 6 feet up. We've got,
Your dad.
we got pickling cucumbers.
Also, that tea's from the fridge.
Oh, that tea's from the fridge? Cool. Yeah, the boy got me some sweet tea. Yeah, it's right on time.
I love you, Daddy.
Yeah, man,
I used your cup for Daddy.
yeah. Oh, you jacked Mama's cup?
What?
I'm gonna drink this and you gotta go get Mommy some tea, okay? Stand by.
Aww. I don't want to get anyone.
Here, drink that and then get Mommy some more. Please, thank you. Whoa, 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 the chat's going now. I got 11 people on here. Everybody wants to say something at the same time. Love you guys. Silvermane, yeah. It's cool, man. This garden's actually, it like looked big when we first started it. And now that everything's kind of growing, it looks tiny. And it's about, I don't know, it's probably 100 foot of fence going around here. So it's like 25 by 25, which isn't tiny. But I think we probably need about 10 times as much. I would think like 4 times, but this is probably minus the potatoes and the zucchini, because we could freeze the zucchini, I guess, if we were like doing something with it or canning it, maybe some kind of process. I think we could probably, minus the potatoes, this is maybe 10% of what we use annually out of this garden. So, I mean, it would have to be like 10 times as big, which is huge. It's probably like an acre. And we'd still need, even outside of that acre, some more row crops of like corn and bush beans and green beans. And then you guys can see how we've got like, let me back up a little bit so you can really see. So we've got like these little beds of tomatoes. Like next year, we're totally not going to do that. We're going to do rows because they're just easier to get to and harvest. We were kind of just like, we weren't really sure how good stuff was going to grow this year. So we were like, just throw them in there is where we got room, right? And now we're like, and of course we did these from starts. Everything's from starts, right? Yeah, every single thing we got is from starts. We didn't buy any of this. This is all from seed up. And yeah, it's been a cool garden, man. I'm really, really stoked about it. I can't believe how hard she worked to get the sweet potatoes. Those are challenging. I've got my buddy Waffles. He is the garden master. He does a lot of he's actually like went to school and is like a master gardener. Has got his certs and studied on it and stuff like that, but he knows so much about soil and nutrients and all the different stuff the plants need, and just, I mean, words that are too big for me, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been cool. Hold on, let me catch up with this chat because you guys are going. Yeah, we're gonna do some pumpkins, Tommy, later on this season. What's up, Mouse? Upstate. Oh man, sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, that's a bummer. But I guess that's something that we all deal with, man, one way or another. Yeah, we were just, what was it? Not this weekend, but the weekend before, we were at a funeral. So yeah, I feel that. It's a bummer, man. But yeah, mouse rows are definitely the way to go. Three sisters. So I don't know. I'll show you guys again because there was some of you guys that weren't on here. There's a bunch of you guys here now. So we got three sisters going right here. But can you anybody tell me what the problem is? Is the corn is super duper tiny, and we should have started it way before because the zucchini grows so fast that it's now towering over everything, including the beans that are growing in there. So there's some beans, some pole beans, and then the corn is just, it's just tiny, and on the outside it's just not, it didn't really want to go, man. I think it would have worked great, but we were like trying to figure it all out, you know. It's different every year too. Last night the wife had harvested a bunch of herbs, and when she brought them in, it was like basil and I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff. She brought it in, she had this big bucket full of it and set it on the table, and then laid it out for me to look at. And as soon as she laid it out, there was this monster spider, dude. I mean, I'm not a spider guy, but it was like this big, and it was brown, and I never seen. It looked like kind of like a tarantula without hair, but it was massive, and it started crawling. And I tried to grab a paper towel and just smash it, and it like got away from me, and then started crawling really fast all over the place. And I was like, ah, smashing everything, trying to kill it so it didn't get away. Oh, is that a spider? Oh, Roxy's there to save you.
It was either a weird fat lizard or a snake.
Did you guys hear the wife make that sound just now?
No,
Oh, are we back now? Sorry, guys. It probably cut off there for a minute, and I know there's a little bit of lag between when you guys are in the chat and when the video is going out, the live. So sorry about that. It seems to be back now, but we'll see. Yeah, so this garden's pretty cool, man. Yeah, yep, 5x5. Thanks, man. What's up, Jared? Who else we got? We got Lone Star Living's on here. Striker Cade's on here. Yeah. So anyhow, my dog was freaking. My wife was just screaming a second ago, and she saw something in the compost, and she started squealing. And my dog, when she makes a sound like that, my dog comes to rescue her because she knows it's something. That's funny because the dog knows when my wife's in distress. Oh, there she goes. And the dog immediately runs over to her like, let me get it, Mom. Get it, Roxy. And Shalom, Texas T.
Roxy, watch out. Get out.
Come here, Roxy. Here.
Go. Call her, babe.
Here. Roxy, here. You got fire ants on you, dummy? Come here. Here. Good girl. Good girl. You getting bit up?
That was all the chaos.
Okay. Stand by. Wiping the fire ants off the dog. Oh. Hey. Okay, go. Wow, that was chaos. Hey, love. Hey, baby love. You got to come fix your fence, yo.
Check the fence.
Come fix your fence. It fell over. All right, we still live? We're still live, I think. Yeah, we're just doing a little, you guys can go back and watch this later. We're just doing a little garden time right now. It's actually doing really good, man. I'm super excited about the potatoes. I'm trying to figure out a way to do like some kind of like storage for them. And I know like a root cellar would be cool, but we do have we have a tornado shelter on the property. This is property we lease. It's not ours, but there's one here. And I'm thinking if I get like, yeah, if I get a few bags of them, potatoes, I should have about a wheelbarrow full, I think, at the end of the season. We'll see, maybe a little bit more than that. But if I get a bunch, I'll probably bless some of the neighbors with a little bit. And then I think I'm going to put a couple bags down there and see how it does.
It's a lizard. It's in there.
Do we have a composting toilet? So here we're not off grid. At our other place we did. Also, what we did, because we lived so deep in the woods, and it's really hard to dig where we were at. What we did is we did like a septic pond, and we basically drain everything into the septic pond and let it go down, and then keep it covered. And when it would drain down and dry up, we would just cover it with dirt, and then start a new one. And it kind of worked out for us pretty good. It's basically the same thing. Yeah, spiders are, but when they're in the house, they're not really that cool, Patty. Especially big ones. I'm not a spider dude. That's about the only time you get me to squeal a little bit. And I'm not like deathly afraid of them or nothing like that, because I smash with my hand. I don't give a shit. But I'm not a big fan of having them like in my beard or in my hair. And I don't know if you guys see it. I'm growing my hair out right now. So it's not super long yet, but it's getting there. We'll see how it goes. I used to have really, really long hair, like down in the middle of my back. Like I could reach behind my back and touch it. And I kind of miss having long hair. And I think the top of my head's like the only part of my hair on my body that's not gray right now. Even my arms are getting gray hair on them, which is cool. But yeah.
You want to see it again? Why?
Yeah, as long as it stays dry in there. Yeah, I think it does stay dry in there. It's got a little bit of moisture in it right now, but we've been getting some pretty good downpours. And one of the buckets on the vents was cracked, so it got a little bit of water down there, but it should dry up. We'll see how it does. I'm curious how cold it gets in there. I should probably put something when it's freezing out, because we do get,
I think I know why.
I think we get some minus temperatures here sometimes. We definitely get single digits for sure. Not necessarily for long periods of time, but a couple years back, not too far from where we're at now, we were in, I think it stayed like single digits for about like 3 or 4 days, and everything froze. I mean, everything froze really good. It was pretty fun. And we had a bunch of snow at the same time, which was super fun, because the snow turned into ice, and then it was an ice skating ring.
Okay.
Mom, look.
Yep. Probably variant, like.
Mom.
Yeah, man.
My legs and my feet are itchy.
It's not going. It's maybe going.
I just stop itching.
Get the lavender oil.
I can't. It's too itchy. You need to drive me down there.
So Roxy's still looking for the lizard.
What?
Roxy's
Thanks,
still
Texas
looking
Tea.
for the lizard.
You said no.
Yeah, I don't know why the internet keeps popping off tonight. It's kind of weird, because I'm like super close to the wireless, which is weird.
I can't.
Yeah, I know a little bit. Like, so like the one spider that doesn't bother me at all, that I'll totally touch, is like the little jumping spiders, until they get about the size of my thumbnail, and then I'm like, nah, they're too big.
Why don't you go take a shower?
Nah, it's definitely my internet. I actually don't know why it's acting up today. It's usually good, but it may be the kids might be streaming something inside, so it might be lagging a little bit. Yeah, you can't even tell with this internet anymore, man. It's weird. Someday we're not going to have this thing. I was at a meeting yesterday, and I was thinking that it would be really cool to... So Bear Independent, a bunch of years ago, he did an open Sukkot for all his people on his Patreon or his channel or something like that. And I thought, you know, if we were in a specific spot, how cool would that be to just invite a bunch of people off the internet to come do Sukkot with us, and give people adequate time to take off. And because Sukkot's 8 days, and even if you can't come for the whole time, it's still fun to come for a minute. It's really cool, man. Socote's, it's excellent. But I thought about doing that, just renting a park out that's got, you know, 50 campsites in it, just renting the whole thing out for Socote, and then letting everybody do like an online app and then going from there. But I thought it would be cool just to fellowship with people from all over the place. That'd be super dope.
Roxy's still trying to get the lizard.
We got 16 people still on here. That's cool, man. Yeah, my truck's been acting crazy. My transmission's getting ready to go out, and it needs a bunch of other stuff too. And I got to come up with some money for that because we ain't got it like that right now. And then the wife's car started to act funny too. I know you would, Mouse. You'd be on that list quick, homie. Yeah. Thanks, George. Yeah, man. I just thought that would be. It kind of reminds me of like just bringing all the people together. I love doing that. Also enjoy hosting. Like I said, we're releasing our land right now. We couldn't do it here, but maybe at a spot somewhere. It'd be super cool to do something like that someday. Maybe next year. We'll see. It's gonna be. It's funny because we booked out a state park, which is super cool. And you know, state parks are awesome, but if I could do it on somebody's private property, I think it would be way funner for us. State parks are a little weird because you get random people coming to use the showers or just hang out and play at the playground or whatever. And it's still a good time. It doesn't really matter. And it's nice because if you are the person hosting, you don't feel like you've got so much to clean up months later after Socote. Because Socote, I mean, camping with that many people for an extended period of time, man, it's epic. There's a lot of stuff going on nonstop. You don't ever run out of stuff to do. I'm gonna do a fishing class this year, teach people some basics that don't know much about fishing. It's gonna be fun. We got 22 people on here now. Yeah, we're just having some garden time, just chilling, talking to the peeps.
Hey, catch.
Hey, do you got anything to drink?
No.
Everybody on,
Water.
these guys are thirsty. I was gonna give them something to drink.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. Can't get it all the way there.
All right, y'all. Well, yeah, I don't have anything fun to talk about today other than I'm bummed out about my truck being broke, and
They're awesome.
the garden's awesome, and yeah, that's it, man. Trying to figure out all the vehicle stuff. I feel like every year about the same time my truck goes down, and it stays down until just coming into spring, like the end of winter, beginning of spring, and then I get to drive it around for like a month or two, or maybe 4 months, and it breaks again. But it's on its last legs. I ain't gonna be able to fix it this time, because 437,000 miles on my truck, and transmission's taking a dump, and it needs a bunch of other stuff too besides the transmission. And I just put $2,500 into it or more. So I can't anymore just keep dumping money into it. And because it's just not reliable anymore. Coming back from the last deployment, I was pulling a heavy dump trailer, and the transmission started going, and I limped it back another 100 miles, and yeah, it's kind of a bummer. It is what it is though. So I'm in the market for a truck, man. If you guys get anything, hit me in the chat or hit me on a message somehow. And yeah, it's just time. I got to get me a new work truck that can do truck stuff. I got one on the West Coast that I could pick up for my pops, but it's 2,300 miles away, and is be a challenge. Be like, well, probably like a 3-day drive for me, plus fuel and expenses for being on the road. You're eating out the whole time because you ain't got a refrigerator. Although I could ice chest it, which wouldn't be bad. And I kind of do miss the adventures, but it's a half-ton truck, and it's a Dodge, and Dodges tend to start falling apart even if they don't have high miles. And the truck isn't free. I mean, I still got to come up with money for it too. So, we'll see. What's up, Badger? So, yeah, and it's, you know, like I said, it's a half-ton. So half-ton's really hard because then I can't really pull any trailers during deployment. And that's kind of one of my things, is because we got more trailers we know what to do with. And I really, it's nice being able to pull something. So, and it could pull small stuff, but if I hooked up to a dump trailer like I was pulling the other day, I'd burn that thing up in, you know, a couple thousand miles for sure. I mean, it would do it, but I'm not going to burn a half-ton, burn it up, because I've done it before. I used to run dump trailers with my other half-tons when I was in construction in Cali, and they ended up just dying. I mean, I got like 6 months out of them, and then they just start falling apart after that because it's just too much. Freeze drying, man, that sounds fun. Yeah, I'm sitting here right now in this garden. We're just having a little garden time over here. Yeah, it's a little jungle. I got all the things growing. The wife's out here doing some stuff, tying these tomato bushes up because they're massive. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, hi. This is what we're up to, doing garden stuff. You guys go back, watch the video. I showed a bunch of the different stuff we're doing, like Three Sisters and cucumber vines and potatoes. And yeah, like, I think the wife was on here. Yeah, the wife was on here showing her compost thing. That's working pretty good. Badger, that's right. Not one is square. That's right. They're not anywhere, man. I haven't even seen builders building stuff nice at all. All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. We're gonna do a Friday Night Live again, so we'll see you. I don't really know if we're doing anything with our regular fellowship, but we'll see. Anyhow, all right, guys, we'll catch you soon. I'll keep you updated. Shalom.